What's going on, people? Welcome back to another video. And yeah, I'm back. I figured I'd go ahead and film a vlog for you guys. It's been a long time since I filmed a vlog. Just taking a break, man. Just enjoying some time offline, enjoying the fresh air, working, doing some side jobs and whatnot. And yeah, I mean, what can I say? It's going good. It's really nice not having to be a slave to all this online shit. I really feel bad for people who have to come on here and have to make drama streams and do drama content every day for pocket change. It's really sad and pathetic, and I would hate to live the kind of life that they do. And yeah, that being said, I'd like to say, anybody who's wondering, like, well, do you ever have any regrets about coming out as an ABDL and a furry and, you know, really just coming out with all this stuff that you're into? Absolutely not. In fact, I would say that my self confidence is at its peak, and I'm just 100% comfortable in my own skin. And I think that's why a lot of people honestly hate me so much, is that, they're jealous. What else can I say? They're really jealous of the fact that I don't have to live the sad, pathetic life that they do. I don't have to conform to their societal norms. I don't have to work a 9 to 5 bullshit job that they do. I am very happy with myself and my life. I have a great work to life ratio. I have just a really great hobby, just things that I really enjoy to do, and like my games and stuff. I love playing my video games. I mean, I have everything in my life that I could possibly want. And I think that that's why a lot of people are so upset, because they're not happy in their life. And then they come online and they see somebody who is not your typical person, not normal, right? Oh, that guy's a weirdo, he's a freak, and it stands out as an easy target for them. And they're not happy in their life, so they have to make sure that everybody else around them is just as miserable as they are. And when they see somebody like me who's not ashamed of what they're into, loves their life, is very content with themselves in their life, well, they just can't have that. So they have to try to tear that person down. And it doesn't work. Sorry. And that's why I can't get angry. I don't get angry back at these people. A lot of people lash back at these people like that, and I mean, I just, at the end of the day, I understand and I realize that these people are probably just very miserable in their own life. And I mean, I kind of just feel sorry for them. I mean, I'm able to enjoy myself, enjoy my hobbies, and have no shame in who I am as a person. And these people are probably just very miserable at the end of the day. Um, and yeah, I was listening to a video by, I believe you pronounce his name as Jared Genesis or Gerard Genesis. Now, right off the bat, I just wanted to say I definitely don't agree with everything that this guy says. He said some things that I strongly disagree with on him, but I was listening to one of his videos, and there was something that really kind of makes you think. And he does bring up a good point when he talks about being a quote unquote slave to the system. Now, I don't 100% agree with him about having a job is slave labor, and I think there are a lot of jobs out there that are very meaningful and good for society. But I also think that he's not 100% wrong either. I think that there's merit to what he said. Um, for example, he talks about how he worked, I think he said he worked at a fast food restaurant, and basically he felt like horrible. He said that he felt like he was just making trash for people to eat. And you know what? I mean, I wish you would have went into this part of it. Something I want to kind of expand on what he was talking about there, because I think it is kind of a interesting food for thought. If anything, there's a lot of jobs out there, I think, that are very much useless for society. And I think, if anything, the lockdowns a few years ago that we went through really showed people just how meaningless and useless their jobs really are. And I think as the population has grown, especially during like the baby boomer generation, as society's population has grown more and more, and as technology has advanced more and more, we've had to come up with more and more filler jobs to keep people working. And once the lockdowns happened, it really showed people just how pointless their job is at the end of the day. Even something like a hair cutting place, you can cut your own hair. I do it all the time. I don't remember the last time I went to a barber shop. I always just take a razor blade and just shave it all off. Like why the hell would I pay 20 bucks or whatever it costs now to get your hair cut when I can just do it myself for free? Maybe it takes a little longer, but who cares, you know? I mean, I guess if you want it stylized, but I mean, if you want like a haircut, like the last time I went to a haircutting place, I asked for just a regular haircut. I think it was like 15 bucks. And they didn't even really cut it off. They trimmed it a little bit and not as much as I wanted really, and they stylized it. And I felt like at that point I thought about it. I'm like, well, yeah, it looks good now, but then in a few weeks from now, I'm gonna have to go right back and get it done all over again. You know, I wanted a haircut. I didn't want to have to come back next month to get my haircut again. You know, probably not even a month. My hair grows pretty quickly, so um, I just at that point I saw it as a scam because I'm like, well, damn, I'm paying for something that I'm gonna have to do this again, you know, in 3 weeks from now, and pay 20 bucks all over again. And of course they want to get a tip too on top of that because of course they do. Every fucking thing you do now, they want a tip for everything. Instead of having to tip everybody, how come they can't just pay you more money? Why is the CEO of the company getting a $3 million bonus check or whatever the hell it is? Well, you're scraping pennies off of other people. So the whole thing is a fucking scam. So at that point, I just said, you know, fuck this shit. So I went out and I bought my own razor. I just cut my own hair. Um, you know, in terms of a fast food joint, maybe it's useful for somebody after they get done with their pointless, meaningless job to be able to go into your fast food restaurant and, you know, get a quick bite to eat. But at the end of the day, you're eating garbage. You're eating artificial trash food. In some ways, it would be more beneficial for society if your restaurant did close. And like I said, the lockdowns just really proved to people that, you know what, your job's really not needed in society. Society was functioning perfectly without you. Um, so I really want people to think about that. Like, I'm not saying that nobody should work, nobody should do anything, everything should just get run off robots and shit. No, there's definitely benefits to people having jobs. I mean, you can't run a society where everybody just gets everything just handed to them for free. I don't want that to be the case. But at the same time, so many people just do filler work and your job's pointless. All right. I love what I do personally. I very much enjoy my life, my job. I'm in a very content place in my life, but I feel for people who have to slave away, barely making ends meet, doing something that really they don't need to do anyway. So I kind of get it, you know, like that's probably why they're all pent up. They're angry, they're frustrated. They come home from work and then they see someone like me who's happy in their life, and you know, I stand out. I'm a target, right? I mean, ABDL, it's seen as weird, it's seen as gross, all this other stuff for people that don't understand it. I'm an easy target, but at the end of the day, if you're content with yourself and your life, fuck these people. Who cares what they think, right? Um, at the end of the day, they're miserable and I'm not. So it is what it is. And you know, I see that one of Gerard Genesis's biggest people that target him are the drunken peasants. Now, I've had a run-in with them in the past. I did 5-10 minutes worth of research on these people. They're complete fucking clowns. They're clowns themselves. I mean, these people, they stream these stupid drama streams for hours and hours and hours on end. Hardly anybody's really watching them. And then one guy in the podcast, he looks sickly. He looks like he blends directly into the walls behind him because he's probably so unhealthy. He probably never gets outside of his fucking basement. You know, this guy just never goes outside. Like, my dude, you need to get some sun. I don't know. Maybe his camera's just shit. Maybe he just can't afford a decent camera. I don't know. But, you know, he looks sickly, man. I gotta say, he looks like a ghost. He just blends right in with his walls. Um, so I mean, yeah, I would hate to live the life that these guys live. They want to go, oh, this guy's a lolcow, this guy's a lolcow. Well, you know what? In my eyes, you're a lolcow because I mean, look at you, man. Like you want to laugh at other people and the way they look, and you don't even look in a mirror. I don't know, man. It just really made me think, you know, just listening to some of the things that he's had to say. Again, I don't completely agree with everything he says. I don't have to watch somebody to to get some kind of information and to get something valuable that makes me think. In order to grow intellectually, you have to be open minded in life. You can't just be closed off to every idea and everything in life. And there are things that no matter how much he tries to defend it, I'll never agree with him on. I think you know what I'm talking about. I'm not even going to go into it. But at the same time, I can still listen to somebody and get valuable feedback and valuable information off of it and get other people's perspective on things and still appreciate their thoughts on things. And he's got to be doing something right if he's got all these people that are just hounding him, doing all these stupid drama streams and all these documentaries that nobody's really watching at the end of the day. It's amusing to me that people get so upset with him. I low key kind of respect the guy because he puts himself out there and he's like, yeah, I don't give a fuck what you think. I do think that some of the moments where he's just going off on people, it's not really a great look. Um, I actually think it's great when he's just like, yeah, all these people that just hate on me, fuck you. I don't give a fuck what you have to think. Because at the end of the day, let's be real, we don't live very long, and we're all nothing at the end of the day. All of our lives are just kind of just we're specks of dust in the grand scheme of things. We're not going to live forever. Be yourself, embrace what you like, and you know, not everybody's going to agree with what you have to say, and that's okay. As long as this guy's not going out and hurting anybody, as long as he's not, um, hurting anybody or hurting himself or breaking the law or anything like that, I don't really care what he thinks. It's okay. It's okay to be different. It's okay to embrace what you like, and that's kind of my thoughts on it. So that's all I got to say in this video. You guys take care, and I'll be back to streaming some video games pretty soon. So peace.